Open PowerPoint. Okay, I think you should be able to see it. For our class week 2, right, there will be a group activity, 2 to 3 students. And this is the example of our activity last week. This week, we will use this table to analyze the pattern as well. But the topic will be about travel, okay? I would like to make sure that everyone are on the same page regarding using this table to analyze. For example, we decide on the topic first, right? For example, this one I decide on watching, how we washing, okay, do the washing clothes. And then I separate into 3 patterns. The first one is using human labor, okay? But I have 2 different photos of it, which the common characteristic of these 2 photos are we still need to use water, we use human force, and we use some chemicals. To the chain within pattern, this one mean that within pattern A, is there anything change? Okay. So in this pattern A, we either use hand or we use like other part of our body to wash the clothes. And the chemical could be different depend on the raw material that we have or the resource that we have. Okay. I noticed some people might disconnect. If you haven't checked attendance, please do type your name in the chat box for me. Okay. For the last column here is to tell the factor creating new pattern. For example, we want to minimize the use of human labor, and that there are inventions of small tools to help us in the washing process. Okay. So these are example of how we use this table to analyze this regarding pattern and irregularity. In this case, irregularity is about, is there any problem with this current pattern A? Or is there anything that we wanna improve on reducing, for example, human labor? Okay. So that is considered as a main ingredient or considered as a cause of change. Okay. So this part is the reason why there should be a chain between these 2 patterns that we categorize. Okay. This one I talked about it last week. So for this week, I will give you guys times to work on it, and group of 2 to 3 students. And also please submit it as a group on LEB2 by 11 p.m. tonight. Okay. The topic is travel. Let me give a definition about travel, okay? So everyone are on the same page. Of course, we travel, we do travel, right? But as a definition, it refers to the movement or chain of location. For example, I'm in Bangkok right now, right? To another location. It could be in Bangkok, but could be different place, right? Which may occur for various purposes. For vacation, leisure time, for work. Like for example, I might have to go for the poster presentation, or for education to have training, or seeking a new experience. It can involve different mode of transportation. For example, transportation by land or water or air. Okay. So in this case, I would encourage each group to decide on, you want to work on land travel, or you want to work on water travel or air travel. So you just pick one. Okay. And example about each traveling, you can see on the slide here, and I will send this slide on live group after I finish present it. Okay. So for today activity as a group, please select either land travel or water travel or air travel. Okay, just pick one. The template gonna be like this. So you type the name of the pattern that your team select. For example, land travel. Then each of member will find different photos of land travel. Okay. I would say minimum of like 10 so that you have a group of each pattern. Okay. Then you will analyze on this table. First of all, you could find information whether there are the time that the pattern emerged. For example, if you pick land travel, you may look for when in the history that we have, for example, horse riding or like that. If you really cannot find the year, you could tell that it's like ancient time that we use horse travel. But later on, there are development there as well. We could have like horse, and then we have like a small cart that we sit behind the horse, right? So that's the change in the pattern that occur. Okay, and then you type the name of the pattern, and the common thing that this pattern have, the chain mean the chain within the same pattern. In pattern A, what is there anything change in pattern A? Okay, and then you will find a factor that create new pattern. Okay. Okay, and then this slide is similar. Okay, you have used it before. And okay. This one I will skip this part, but I will keep it in the slide when I stopped share it. Let me share it again. But I will keep it in the slide when I send to you. Okay, because it is about example of different hairstyling. It's not related to your topic today. Okay. As I mentioned, the due date for this activity is today. Today is the, I think the date is not right. It's today before 11 p.m. And before let me check in the chat a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the chat. Okay. So you discuss about group. Okay. In that case, you can also type the name of, I mean, a volunteer of the group could type the name of the member. So I could assign group number so that when I open the breakout room, you could go into the room number like that, similar to last week. Okay. And meanwhile, before I let you start working on the activity assignment, I will share the template to you all in the live group. Okay. There are templates in PDF and in PowerPoint form. I also have a template in Canva, but you will need to duplicate it. Okay. I didn't duplicate like 20 of them like that. So you will need to duplicate it by yourself. Let me share the template right now. The template is here. Desktop. The template for group activity today, okay? I sent in the live group. I also will share the Canva template that you could duplicate it or copy it. Let me share Canva template in the Zoom chat. Yeah. Okay, I share the Canva template in the Zoom chat. Okay. But before I open the breakout room, I would like to inform you about the final assignment for module 1. Okay. Let me do that right now. Okay. PowerPoint is over here. Let me make a modification a little bit. Today is the 21st. 21st of January. Okay. I make it bigger. Okay, we can still see it. Yes. Okay. For the final assignment, it will be individual assignment. Okay. This one you still have time to working on it, but I would like to inform the topic. Okay. The topic is the entertainment industry. Okay. And there must be minimum of 3 or more distinct pattern. For example, it is a requirement to have at least pattern A, pattern B, pattern C, like that, okay? Or more, okay? Regarding the definition, it is referred to the production, distribution, and service related to entertainment, which aim at providing enjoyment, relaxation, and satisfaction to customer. It encompasses various forms of media, for example, film, music, performance, and digital media. Okay, and then there are examples here that you could consider the topic of interest to use for analyze in your final assignment. Okay. I will not go into detail because I will send this slide to you as well. Okay, but I just want to inform that this will be the final assignment topic for your individual work. Okay. Regarding the template, it is similar. The first page will be the name of your overall pattern and the photos of the pattern the photos of select topic that you use, that you will do the study and work on it. So that this table, okay, this summarized page and the reference, if you find information from the website, please write the reference here. And there are also video on LEB2. There will be a tab like learn it. That part will have this video about social imagination, which could help you for developing your final assignment as well. This one is not correct. Let me modify it. The due date is not correct. I will need to check and modify it later, okay? But let me go to another slide first. Next week and the following week, we will not have lecture, okay? I will give you time slot to schedule to meet with me, okay? You could type your name and then come at that time. And before next week, I will share my email to you so that you could send me your draft of your final assignment, and then I will provide comments, okay, or feedback of your work. Okay. For week 5, each student will present not more than 3 minutes. Okay, you have only 3 minutes to present your final assignment. Okay, this is for week 5. Okay. And when I do the final assignment or the activity assignment assessment, I will look at different criteria. Okay. So first criterion come from this part, second and third and fourth. Okay. Which I look at how you identify some common key characteristic of each pattern. Okay. Whether you identify at least 3 patterns or more. Is there any flaw that when you identify that pattern? Okay. I will look whether you explain recurrence of shared characteristic of pattern. Whether you provide example of similar occurrence. So that column, the column about recurrence or common thing that your pattern A have, for example. Okay. The third criterion is about changing factor of the same pattern. For example, pattern A, the change could be we use either hand or different part of our body to wash the clothes, right? That one. Or for land travel, it could be we use different animal. It could be horse, it could be elephant, it could be cow. We might develop at that same pattern, we might develop the seating to hang with the animal, for example, like that. Okay, this is the part of changing factor within the same pattern. The fourth criterion is about whether you explain what caused a new pattern rationally. Okay. So that will be all information about criteria. Okay. I will make correction on this and then I will send to you on the Line group. Okay. You could also see the due date on LEB2 as well for the assignment. So right now, I will ask each group of 2 to 3 people, to have one person write the name of the member so that I could assign group number to you. Yeah, before I open the breakout room in the chat box, okay, of Zoom.